Her coworker grabbed her waist at a party and pulled her closer. I confronted him. She pushed me away and snapped. He's just playful. Stop being toxic. I didn't argue. But when she woke up to my side of the closet empty, she finally learned what toxic actually looks like. I never thought a single moment in a crowded hotel ballroom would become the fault line that split my life clean in half. But that's exactly what happened. My name's Ryan, 31, IT security analyst. Comfortable income, small rented apartment in a city where nothing is cheap, but I managed all right. My girlfriend, well, ex-girlfriend now, was Ava, 29, marketing project manager at a pharmaceutical company. She moved into my place after 9 months together. It felt natural at the time. 2 toothbrushes in the same holder. 2 mugs drying upside down in a rack. Joint grocery trips. Quiet Sundays. All the things that make you believe you're building something real. And maybe I would have gone on believing that if not for one stupid party. Actually, no. The party wasn't the beginning. It was just the moment the truth finally stopped hiding. The real beginning was months earlier, when Ava kept talking about her supervisor, Brian, 36, with the sort of casual enthusiasm people use when they don't want you to look closely. He's so supportive. He really sees potential in me. He recommended I apply for the senior associate opening. Nothing wrong with having a good boss. That's what I told myself. She never gave me an obvious reason to worry. No secretive behavior. No weird text lighting up her phone at 2 a.m. No sudden new gym routine or late-night showers. She just seemed energized about work. Ambitious. Determined. I supported her. I thought that's what partners do. But somewhere along the way, support turned into suspicion, the kind you can't justify out loud because it sounds insecure and petty. I buried it. I told myself not to be that guy. Ava was excited for her company's holiday party. New dress, professionally done hair, nails, the whole works. She said it was a huge networking opportunity because the VP of marketing would be there and Brian was recommending candidates for a major promotion opening in January. Something about the way she said she needed to be on his radar bothered me. It fell off, like she was selling herself short or selling herself in a way she shouldn't have to. But I shut up. I wanted her to succeed. I didn't want to ruin the night before it started. The party was at a fancy hotel, full ballroom, open bar, too loud music, people trying to look sober when they weren't. I didn't know a single person except Ava. She drifted from conversation to conversation with her corporate smile, the one that made her look confident and charming. I hung near the bar, sipping my drink, watching her float around effortlessly. Then around 9:15 p.m., I saw her with a guy in an expensive suit, tall, confident, the kind of guy who naturally commands attention. Even before I reached them, I knew it was Brian. I recognized the name before he even introduced himself. But the thing that hit me wasn't the name. It was where his hand was. Not mid-back. Not friendly shoulder level. Lower. Too low. When I walked up with her drink, his hand didn't move. Ava introduced us. He finally let go, but the smirk told me he knew exactly what he was doing. Then the music changed. Something upbeat. Something with a rhythm that practically pulled people toward the dance floor. And Brian said, "Ava, this is our song. Remember the summer leadership retreat? Our song." She laughed. She didn't deny it. She didn't even look at me. Before I could say a word, he grabbed her waist with both hands and yanked her closer, not toward the dance floor, toward him, her body pressed into his, her arms naturally falling onto his shoulders like they'd done this before. I stepped between them, pushing them apart. "Hey, that's my girlfriend," I said, calm, firm, but I guess not calm enough for her because she shoved me, actually shoved me, hard enough that my heels slid against the polished floor. "Ryan, stop," she snapped. "He's just being playful." Playful, lower back grabbing, waist pulling, chest-to-chest dancing. Playful. I said nothing else. Not because I agreed, but because something in me turned off, the way a candle dies instantly when the oxygen is sucked out of the room. She grabbed my arm and dragged me outside into the lobby. Her nails dug into my skin. "What is wrong with you?" she hissed. That was embarrassing. You made a scene in front of my boss. He controls my promotions, and you just made me look jealous and unstable. I stared at her. She wasn't worried about what he did. She was worried about how I made her look. He grabbed your waist. I said quietly. He pulled you into him. It's a party. People are friendly. You're being toxic, Ryan. Seriously, this is controlling behavior. That word hit me like ice water. Toxic. Like I was some insecure boyfriend picking fights because I couldn't handle her success. I'd had enough. Fine, I said. I'm leaving. Good, she shot back. I'll get a ride with someone from work. Don't wait up. Don't wait up. As if she was the one who lived there, and I was the guest. I walked out. The December air punched me in the face. I drove home in silence, my chest hot and heavy with a mix of humiliation and clarity. Because the thing about moments like that, when your girlfriend openly sides with another man over you, is that you see exactly where you stand, and it's not beside her. When I got home, I stared at the closet. Half my clothes. Half hers. I pulled out a suitcase. I didn't rage. I didn't break anything. I didn't yell. I packed. The sound of hangers scraping off the rod echoed in the room. It felt final. While packing, I kept replaying the way she shoved me, the way she defended him instantly, instinctively, like she'd done it before, too easily, too smoothly, a reflex. I shouldn't have done what I did next. I know that, but heartbreak mixed with suspicion and betrayal is a dangerous cocktail. I was good at my job. Too good. Ava reused passwords obsessively. I'd warned her countless times that this was dangerous. So when I opened my laptop, yeah, it was easy. Her work email opened like a book. I routed through multiple VPN layers. No traces. No local downloads. Just screenshots saved as images. And what I found changed everything. It didn't take long to see the pattern. 6 months. 6 long months of flirty emails with her boss. Late-night messages. You get me in ways nobody else does. Tonight was great. Wish we had more time. Regular lunch meetings at expensive restaurants paid for by the company. One-on-one office sessions blocked as closed-door strategy meetings. And the trip, the Miami Leadership Conference, that was just Ava and Brian at a luxury hotel with no actual event happening. 2 rooms booked, but the emails before the trip, the comments about swimsuits, the late-night messages after dinners, there was no doubt what it was. Emotional affair at minimum, probably more. There was even a message where Ava complained about me. Ryan doesn't understand the corporate world. He's too sensitive. Too sensitive, huh? Sensitive meaning I wouldn't tolerate her boss pulling her into him at parties. Sensitive meaning I expected basic respect. I compiled everything into a single PDF. Screenshots, dates, calendar invites, expense reports. I created an anonymous email address. Sent the file to HR, the VP, the legal team, and because I believe the wife deserved a no, the email listed on Brian's emergency contact file. I hit send at 3:22 a.m., and then I packed the rest of my life. Every item I owned. Every shirt, every book, every socket wrench. I cleared out my side of the bathroom, the closet, the drawers, all of it. I left one note on the counter. You call me toxic for objecting when another man grabbed you. You chose him. We're done. I'm off the lease. Don't contact me. Ryan, I slept in a motel. Cheap, dingy, loud heater. But I slept hard. The next morning, Ava blew up my phone. Missed calls, texts, the whole meltdown script. I ignored all of it. By Monday, I had a new apartment. Still close to work, but smaller. Dim, quiet, peaceful in a way I didn't know I needed. 2 weeks later, her company exploded. HR questioned everyone, pulled emails, interviewed witnesses from the party, checked expenses, found everything. When it was over, Brian got fired. No severance. No reference. His wife filed for divorce, took the house, the kids, everything. Ava wasn't fired, but she was transferred, demoted in status, humiliated. shunned by co-workers who whisper behind her back. The promotion she wanted so badly, gone. Reputation, shattered. Her friend Brian didn't look back. Her life burned down quietly, one meeting at a time. And then came the lawsuit. She sued me for accessing her email, for defamation, for emotional distress. She wanted $120,000. I hired a lawyer. He told me straight, I could fight it for a year, spend 50 grand, maybe more, maybe win, or maybe lose. Or I could settle for $70,000 and end it. I didn't have $70,000, but the threat of criminal charges loomed over everything. I caved. I emptied my savings, took loans, signed the NDA, paid the settlement. It broke me financially. I've been rebuilding ever since. People ask why I live in a small, crappy apartment, why I'm always budgeting, why I never travel. I tell them I made some bad financial decisions. The truth? I paid $70,000 to show two people what consequences actually look like. And I'd do it again. Because I wasn't toxic. I wasn't controlling. I wasn't jealous. All I ever did was ask for respect. And the night she shoved me for confronting a man touching her like she belonged to him, that's the night I realized she was never mine at all. The world burned around her afterward. Careers collapsed. Marriages ended. Reputations died. And me? I lost money. A lot of it. But I kept my self-respect. And that's worth more than anything she ever offered.